All right, we are here with another author from this great book, made excellent contributions. We're going to hear a little bit about her. What's your name?
Juliet Mathison.
Juliet, very nice meeting you. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my joy is to share with others methods for transmuting pain of any kind, blocked emotional energy that translates into limited self-perception and inhibited ability to experience the fullness of life.
That's great, that's great. What was your contribution to this great book?
My chapter is titled Emotional Healing as a Path to Higher Consciousness.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, the chapter is about the nature of the emotional body, which in these days is very much misunderstood. There is a collective belief that our feelings are to be avoided, to be suppressed, that an emotion is negative if it feels bad. And really, the nature of the emotional body is very much like the weather. The weather is constantly changing. There are storms, and there can be powerful lightning and thunder, and then it can be peace and calm and tranquil. And when we have an emotional experience, the nature of the emotional body is to express. That's its nature, and express means to press out. So if you don't press it out, guess what? It stays inside, doesn't it? And that's actually the only kind of negative emotion, technically speaking, that there really is the one that you don't press out, because then it becomes what I call toxic emotion. And there's actually a biochemical component to that suppression that is literally fused into the brain like a holographic matrix of informational content that keeps us stuck in the past. So you can actually safely change your brain chemistry by releasing blocked emotions. And a lot of these are emotions that we had before we even had the wherewithal to know that that's what was happening. In other words, from very early childhood and even prenatal experiences that mother was having. They had a biochemical component to them that affected us when we were in the womb. So it goes back a long way, and it impacts us in every aspect of our lives. And people are afraid. People are afraid of their own feelings. They're afraid that if they let themselves feel it, that they're going to get stuck there and feel it forever. And they can't imagine feeling good again afterwards. But the irony is that when you do suppress it, that's what perpetuates it. And if you show up and feel it, then you press it out, you express, you press it out, and then balance restores. The storm passes. The storm passes and the sun comes out again.
Right, so you're staying in that natural process of life instead of just stopping and just not going with it.
That's right. Instead of freezing, we become frozen because of the intensity of the experience. And really the way to move through it, like you say, to go with that natural flow, the way to move through it is to let it move through you. Just like you let the storm comes and you feel the intensity of it when it's just crashing all around you, but you're also the witness of that. And that's what I like to help people to understand, is that you can witness that storm. You don't lose yourself to it. If you have a concept that I am she who watches, or I am he who is able to watch at the same time as allowing the emotion to move, then that puts you into a deeper place where you're not lost to what you're experiencing. You're also the witness of it.
That's amazing stuff right there. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. It's a great event.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be a part of all of this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.